Alrighty. Sounds probably gonna be shit, but until I get a mic, that's just how it's gonna be. But moving on, we are we are working on the coloring elements of the pilastration that I was working on last time. I was on Illustrator. Now I am on Photoshop. As you can see over here, we have a library of emotions, metaphysical expressions of how I've felt about things in life. And I use these to refer to when I kind of paint these emotions over or within certain figures, items, elements, the environment, and where I don't put color is also important. And where I decide to place color intentionally via strokes directly applied, those have intentions as well. So I only say this because I feel like I can't really pinpoint what kind of style I have, what kind of artist I am. It's not necessarily painting. It's not necessarily collage. I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But it's worth at least mentioning that everything has a purpose. Everything comes from something relevant. Sorry, I'm starting to think about what I need to do here. Coming out of work mode, day job shit. Now I'm jumping into how I want to express myself. And if there's anything I know about my day job, it's not a place where you're there to express yourself. So I am happy to be here, but it does take shifting gears. So speaking of the different textures or color palettes that you see me working on here, this one is the skin for the Splooge Warrior, kind of referencing the excessive an excessive type of energy, like a lack of control, but it's like with to the death type energy. So I use this to fill in the textures, or fill in the character of Metapilot, which is kind of this super ego, superseding character that I'm viewing in this way to make sense of everything that's been appearing around my life, but using this character as that reference of the type of energy I put out. But it's not me, it's like how I feel about me. Oh yeah, what's up? What's up? I was lost in making sense of what I'm doing here. Just rambling on. How are you doing? How you doing? Can you hear me well? Cool, cool, cool. Thanks for hanging out. You working on anything right now? I think it's a place to ramble on, you know? I can babble and babble and babble like a babbling brook that is my stream. But, you know, it's nice to have just referential thoughts to splash on what you're seeing. Because until now, no one really has seen this. So I feel that I was just, this past week has been that, an extreme amount of that. Part of why I haven't been necessarily streaming as much or showing my work, because I feel like I'm scattering my hands to do this in the middle of doing that while I'm doing this. And that's just kind of what you have to do. You know, that multitasking we talked about before. Uh, Sometimes you got to put that in the hyperdrive um, when you're cleaning your space, because you're managing your life as well as cleaning the space, and then cleaning the space like manipulates how you're managing your life. I don't know. It's like you get what I'm saying, though. Yeah, I'm still shifting gears into stream mode. Stream mode. Wow, wow, wow. I don't think you were here when I was doing the lines, correct? You came in during a clay stream. Or no. Yeah. Wait, yeah. No? Yes. No, painting. I was painting the skin for this character. On that cafe. Yeah, no worries on the light show. That was just like a trial run. And I noticed that I had the settings wrong. Like for this, I set the FPS rating to 20 because, you know, there's not much of me moving around. So, and I needed it. I need the processing for, what is it? I need the processing for all the images that I have like on my overlay, because it's like a manual overlay that I can fuck with versus like a saved overlay, which might process easier, but is not what I'm going for. You know, I'm just putting myself out here. I definitely have a small community of PyB protectors or PyB lords. Those that have invested in my characters that I feel like are the pinnacle of my creative waves, like the peak of my wave, where that froth is. And you know, it might seem kind of odd to invest in that, but if you're the type, that means you see the vision. And those are the people I consider like part of my community, people that see what I'm seeing, or at least like some sort of beautiful sunset on the horizon, that like they're walking there together with me, and I can tell that they're into it because they support these what I think might be odd things to the common person, but they're like, no, like I've been waiting for this type of shit, and I'm like, yo, me too. Yeah, the only thing is there isn't really much room for the sharing of Twitch. You have to use your other platforms to kind of put it on blast. But you know, that's where my Instagram comes in, and you know, it works for the most part. And, you know, it's got you in here. Hell yeah. It's good enough for me. Yeah, I don't give a fuck how I come off anymore. It's just focusing on being as genuine of myself as possible. Oh fuck. Um, and you know, if that type of shit gets me canceled, whatever the term is, then I will gladly live my life in private, doing what I know I'm comfortable doing. But you know, it's important to give your community a shot with who you truly are. And if you aren't, there isn't a place for you in that community, then you know, move on. Kind of focus more on being the root of what could be a future community. So yeah, if that involves shamelessly plugging myself, I'll do it. I have a little shame. I don't spam. I try not to spam because that reminds me of advertising, and I don't want to be a hypocrite in that way at the very least because I fucking hate advertising. And it's probably the reason I don't really have success in promoting myself because I'm just. It's not shameful, it's just I don't want to be annoying. Maybe that's the shame that you're talking about. Like, I don't want to be ashamed of coming off annoying, but that's kind of what you have to do to get a surplus of people, you know, involved in something. You know, I didn't want to come to terms with that. It just kind of happened. So yeah, you recognize these little purple dragons around the gold, and that cracked, like cloudy pattern, the stalactites. Ooh, we in. We have a lot of rainbows to do. I'm talking about a lot of rainbows. It's kind of it's kind of fucked up how many rainbows we have coming. Okay, I think I can merge these now. Oh, I recommend that. Thank you for typing that out so other people can be like, damn, you can get this on a TV screen if they're new, and then damn, like, that's a good idea because I feel like I'm missing something because it's small. Even though the phone can zoom in and shit, it's just not enough. Okay. So the next character I want to throw in the skin is this pie bee. And this pie bee is playful, little rambunctious. It looks like he wants to fuck around and find out. Um, so I'm gonna find a little fuck around and find out energy. Let's get a little fuck around and find out energy. That would be good, but that's a little too much fuck around and find out. I have plans for that. I'm gonna try my portal passion because it's kind of also a reference of growth, and the Pybies are this reference of the immature, kind of finding themselves, and your passions are part of that growth. Um, Not necessarily immature. Like, you're still immature, but like they're not. They're still a seedling of light because pies are PEI primordial or PEI primordial energetic illuminations. So he is just a little primordial illumination. And it also refers back to the tree of life that was being harvested near the beginning of my series. And I feel like every pie bee I put out is a new tree that is grown on this plane of existence and puts out its own chemistry. So why not make this like a little tree? Plus, I've also used this pattern for side satchels that these characters carry, like things that are, they might weigh on them, but they're also the thing that drives them forward, their passions. So this is kind of, she's not wearing a bag, but this pie bee's kind of on her side. Kind of is carrying something for her, I guess you could say. Oh shoot, oh shoot, oh! Almost forgot. I have this weird way of doing this to make this shit work. If I don't do it in order, it doesn't work. This little pose that the pie bee is doing is pretty important, I think, because it refers to a pose that I have been doing a lot of. Wait a minute. There you go. Which is the straightened out legs, relaxed pelvic floor, and reaching forward for the toes. And I'm going to put all these little popping sprinkles on the back of the legs and then towards the glutes, because I've been feeling so much relief here. And I also blame that relief on the engagement of my core, which you see kind of glowing here because of the coincidence of the arrangement of this pattern, so that I can focus on my legs. And there is just a strange synchronicity between what's happening here and what's happening here, because there's been a synchronicity of my purpose of relaxing my hamstrings, relaxing my glutes, relaxing my hips has brought me to the solution of engaging my core, and then that engagement of the core has led me to find true relief in my back body. Speaking of which, I need to focus on it right now. It's easy to lose sight of your core and kind of just fall back onto your back body. Oh shoot. Even just that habit of leaning on a hip it's just putting it all on one side of your lower back and then switching it to the other side of your lower back. It's like no. Find your core. Engage your core. I might do a few sit-ups. I'm going to get a couple things done, and I'm going to put out the planking pie bee, and we'll get 20 to 30 sit-ups. Oh, shoot. It's up to you to do them. I'm not forcing anybody to do sit-ups. But it's good. It's good for you. I was pretty reluctant about this one because I've been having some conflicting feelings about it. But with the way things have been going, regardless of bumps in the road, I feel really gung ho about this piece's project or progress. Very gung ho. It's kind of why I'm here streaming. And cleaning up my life was kind of part of that too. That finding that gung ho energy. I wasn't necessarily looking for peace. I was looking for my mojo again. There's points in your process where you're just like feel like you're lacking, like something very, very important. Woo! I'm glad you asked because I wouldn't have answered that on my own. It's very long-winded. Um, so you saw. I'll answer your question with a few questions myself. You saw my drawings, correct? The iconographies, as I labeled them. They're the fine tip color pencil drawings. And you saw how it's very. I have my style, and I have worked in traditional styles as well. But I had a style of realism, but an effort to find new realities within compositions that form from referencing real things. I wanted to unlock new realms within myself and present new realms for others to help unlock mental blocks that they might have. And it just kind of came out into this series of very textural work, just very textural. Um, like everything that I chose in place in certain places, yes, has symbology, but I also put them together because of how the textures made me feel. But again, they are just textures and they lacked color. And I, for the longest time, thank you. For the longest time, I've had an uncomfortable relationship with color. It wasn't until my first year, it was sixth grade, my first year in an art type focused charter school where they had you in theater or communications or art or dance. And I found out when I was thinking that I was going to be an artist for my life that that I found out that I was colorblind. And it wasn't until my freshman year of high school that we took colorblind tests again in school. And I found out I was a strong Newton, um, which means you have your red, green, and blue cones all screwed up. Like all three of your cones in your eyes are having difficulty processing color. And since then, if I wasn't already uncomfortable by it in middle school, I was definitely uncomfortable thinking that my options were extremely limited in using color with my work. And then college came, and you saw as much color as I may have done in like my graffiti and some of my more expressive painting styles, I kept going to my comfort zone, which was black and white pencil drawings, and through that black and white insecurity, I finally mustered up the strength to dive into color. But at the time, it was clay color. I still felt uncomfortable about paints because I just hated when someone told me like did you mean to use that color? And I'll be like, no, actually I didn't. I thought I was mixing this color. So I did clay just because it gave me room to do whatever colors I wanted. And that led me down the millis and all the polymer clay stuff was because I wanted to get over my insecurity. And then after I built a ton of fucking shit with my clay, and I felt like I built myself up through clay, built up my confidence, and that confidence came through as a pilot. These figurines that I'm referencing here in these illustrations. So the pilots were a huge part of me finding my confidence in how I feel and how colors still affect me. Even if I don't get to enjoy them, I know that there's still a frequency around me, and affecting others, maybe more so than me, but that makes it even more important to be aware of. So, after maybe a year and a half of doing clay, I took pictures of everything that I had built from clay, and I was also working with bags at the time because I broke my arm, or no, yeah, I broke my arm in a snowboarding accident, so I had to stop drawing. And clay was also part of me doing physical therapy versus hunched over, staying still, holding my breath to do these very hyper realistic detailed drawings. I was very active, and in a roundabout way, I wound up doing that last drawing I posted on my Instagram, where you see it's a drawing composed of different pieces that I built, but it's all in black and white. But I know personally how much color was involved, and that's kind of what someone else will have to go through when they see my work. They enter my colorful world in a monochromatic, colorblind way, but I feel like they still see the color, and in that, I felt like they would trust me when I use color from then on. And with that like confidence, I started really fucking around with paint, with ink, because I felt like ink had the same permanence that my color pencil had on paper. You can't erase color pencil, and if you try it smudges. So the ink has that same kind of permanence where you can't really cover up your mistakes, and I like that pressure. And I realized every time I did a new inkling, as I called them, ink dreams, I was attaching I was time capsuling myself. I was time capsuling myself and how I felt about everything in each painting. And as I evolved, the paintings evolved, but I kept a part of myself in each one. And then I realized after I had a surplus of these paintings, I was like holy shit, I need to, this still doesn't make sense. I feel like I have a bunch of fucking pieces of a puzzle and it's not put together. So I did a piece about a journey, a pilot on a journey, and I used my most current, relevant paintings, inklings, to fill in the space. And I was like, holy shit, in that I realized, I think the journey is only begun. I've only set myself up to have confidence to do what I'm about to do. And that first image that I did, even if the style has changed, has led me down this journey, and it's what I would want to use as a cover if I ever made a book that cataloged all these, like a graphic novel in a way. But after that first one, I realized I had to do another one. I had to make sense of that, and it was about mixed feelings because I still didn't know what direction to go. And as I did new paintings, that new painting gave me a place in my mind where it would make sense to put it, and then that would lead me to the drawing. And then as it went on, it just kept building on itself. Every character kept finding a place, and my life was changing around it. So now, after so long of practicing this and that, I feel like I have really found an environment to exist in this style that helps encompass everything that I do in one image that connects to many images. So it's like making puzzle pieces that are supposed to fit together to make the puzzle piece among other puzzle pieces that is going to make the bigger puzzle. And even then, I don't even know if I'm just making the biggest puzzle piece I've ever made to put in an even bigger puzzle. But that's why I've just learned to just be confident with its growth, be confident with how it evolves, just keep showing up and doing the fucking thing. I appreciate that. It's still going. I can't even say it's been. It's an ongoing thing. It's an ongoing thing. But I appreciate you being here to hear it out. It's kind of hard to put it into words, to be real. It's kind of why I do this. You know how like a picture like stands for 1,000 words or says 1,000 words? Like these are pictures with pictures with pictures that are connected to other pictures. So it's like, how many fucking words am I trying to fit? Shit. Like I should have just said like, oh, how did my style come to be? Like, I was just trying to find a way to communicate, and this is how I have communicated thus far. Oh boy. Yeah, I think both high school, middle school, and high school, I went to these connected art charter schools, and I think the people I got along the best with were communications majors, and maybe it's because they had all the words I didn't. I could do all the things that I just fucking couldn't. I'm getting better, I think. I agree. You just gotta be patient enough to hear them out. Sometimes you understand it in a second. Sometimes you need a fucking couple of years for that shit to kick in. Just making sure I didn't forget to erase that. Uh-oh, we have some Halloween emotes. Uh-oh. It has begun. Okay, one more thing I was going to add. Just a slight color adjustment, because I feel like my camera slightly removes some of the color. I think that's enough. Holy shit! So you're like, do you speak, what is it, ACL? No, that's a fucking part of the body. ASL? American Sign Language? Is that it? ASL? Sounds too obvious. Okay, so we got the pi bien. Alright, hell yeah. I only knew that because I watch someone who does tarot readings on Instagram who is an ASL speaker. He speaks both that way. He probably grew up around it in the same way. But that's crazy. That's like have you seen the movie uh Cora? Is that it? It has the girl who sings, but her parents are deaf, and her brother's deaf, and they can't hear her sing. And there was one scene where like the dad grabs her daughter's throat to feel the vibration. Coda, watch it. You're literally made for that movie, and vice versa. I mean, like either way. Oh, I use. I'm not gonna say, but I watched it, and I don't have Apple TV. Okay, let's move on. Moving on. We're gonna merge that. Got the pie bee. I think I'm gonna save the dog for a little later. Is that really it? I'm a fucking idiot. I thought it was like someone's name or something. Oh man. I got you. As long as you have a computer you're willing to risk it on. Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to put in the character back here. Just kind of get him there so he can kind of manage what's going on over here. Like, there's a lot happening in my brain. This is a very emotional piece, even though it looks kind of casual. But I need to get that manager back there to fucking get my head into shape. So let's get something chaotic. Let's get the battle. He is like the captain of this ship. He's the part of my brain fucking barking orders. So let's get some battle texture. And this one is based off of Luffy and Zoro from One Piece. And their kind of brotherhood in battle towards finding their One Piece. Which I think is really finding yourself amidst the journey. So that's why I thought it would be a good reference to use when I'm trying to speak about that journey, that battle, the bonds you create in that battle. I think I want it. I think I want all the eyes. Yeah, I'm one of those people that's updated. You know, I'm current. Okay. I've been watching. I think we're good. Fucking love that show. Wait, fuck! Alright. If I don't do this one step, I do everything and then I have to backspace anyways. It's just one of the things I gotta do to do the thing that does the thing. Something that's weird about my style is it's not something I found online. I have to keep track of things and like invent new things and keep track of the things I kind of not invented but figured out for sole purposes. Do your thing. You can tell I just talk. And you know, as I do all this coloring, I'm probably going to be talking more because I need to get better at explaining myself, even though it doesn't ever feel like I have the energy to. The manager has eyes all over them. They could see everything everywhere at all times. They don't even use their eyes. Their actual eyes. Those eyes are just for looks. Boom. This guy sees with his fucking being. Gotta make sure I keep my core engaged. Alright, after I do this character, I am going to set up for some crunches, some sit-ups. So if anyone wants to do those, be my guest. If not, I'll just have my piece up in case you wanted like a still place to observe and kind of see what's going on. And the reason doing crunches is good is it's because it helps you find your core. Like, it literally helps you find the muscle that is. And if you do it correctly, you find the muscle that is responsible for keeping the center of your body in check, so that your entire body isn't leaning on one side. Get those merged. Drop the opacity. I don't want any hardness. I want this brush as flaccid as it gets. Man, this character, he mad. I need to get better at listening or some shit, because something's going on with this character. It's like, he looks like he's just doing too much, you know? You're gonna be fine, dude. You're gonna be fine, I think. Honestly, I don't know, but don't tell him that. I don't think his heart can take it. Boom! Nah, that's way too much. I don't want to lose those slight variations in green. Okay, so we got that character in there. You know what, let's fuck around and find out what's up with this little pup. I think I want to use this one. Last time I really used this, I used it as a comfy blankie. I feel like this pup is there as a comfy blankie. And this Pivy, like for this character, and this Pivy with that stretch is reaching for that comfort. So I'm going to see if this is the right symbol for comfort. But this character is also, like the comfort blankie doesn't have their comfort blankie. So this comfort blankie is at its like, it's on its last leg. And this pattern that I did, I was thinking about pacifying discomfort. But I also have this rabbit energy hopping about, and this pup is very energetic. Also, a lot of this is going to be erased, because I want to do a pattern, like lighter for here and then colored for there. Carrie! You doing okay? Is everything okay, Cappy? Oh, wow, I fucked up. It's just a little thing, but I still fucked up. There we go. I like my style to be consistent. Oh shit, it's been bleeding? I guess that's what you've been up to this whole time. Controlling the bleeding of your mouth. I'm sorry, Gabby. I'm so sorry. Oh my god, I did it again. Nope. There we go. Yeah, I'm sure the non-smoking is getting to you. But it's both unfair but also pretty convenient for something to happen in your life that forces you to take a break. It's like, if you don't want this crazy shit to happen, you're gonna have to stop. And it's like, I'm a Gavi. I don't want crazy shit to happen. I've been trying to fucking avoid it. Um, you got some bath bombs going on in there? Or did you? Some bath salts. Some Epsom salt. Let me have some Epsom. Yeah, looks like Aspen really wants that deep fried rainbow. She's kind of sick and tired of the same old ball. So let's get the initial. What the? Oh, I had it at like almost like no, like it was not even doing anything. So now let's get nearly no opacity. We're gonna get some white pause. Giving her this spotty effect. Give her a nice light belly. As you can tell, this pup's belly is not showing. Its tail is tucked. There is timid energy in this effort to reach for comfort. This pup is timid. Definitely wants something, but it doesn't know how to present itself. But it also doesn't have their comfort tool. So I don't blame it. Let's get the chin underneath nice and light. Drop the opacity. Too harsh. Trying to give her paws just a little bit of texture. I like my characters to be like rounded out, roly-poly-oly-esque, but somewhere in there I want, you know, a little texture as well. Little, not less texture, more evidence of form. I like how these two characters, the Pivy and the Pup, have opposing colors. Like they kind of complement each other. Maybe one of these days the Pivy will be riding on top of the Pup. We'll have to see what the future brings us. Before we see that, I'm going to do some sit-ups. I'm going to do probably 30, do as many as you would like. We're back. Core engaged. Oh, damn. Gabby, I have your wisdom tooth. That's why they're drooling. Okay, let's move on. Let's get that knee just a little bit more form. I mean, that's why it's showing teeth. Alright, I'm gonna just throw these two. Actually, wait a minute. I forgot to just adjust the hue just a tad. It doesn't need it. Maybe a little bit. Okay, now get in these characters. Got the traveling pie. Kind of like those red lines by the thighs. Homie's still a little bummed out. Still kind of far from their traveling partner. This is the song playing in this pilot's mind. Fuck. Now, let's get this Jammy Jam's pilot in there. She has the the Journey texture, Dragon Tails. And I find it very synchronistic that this character has dragons and their coinciding character has dragons. I find that interesting. even if this character is small amidst the composition, that does not mean I do not treat it the same as anything else. If anything, this character is the focal point. And the focal point doesn't have to be big. Sometimes it, in fact, implies small. And I love how their hand almost looks like another loop in the deep fried look. Let's get some gold scales in there. She's got dragon scales. Dragon tails, dragon scales. She's got a cool ring on. Let's merge all these dragon tails into one. I'll handle their accessories later on. Wait, let me just double check. We don't got some weird stuff happening. No weird overlaps. We are good to go. Okay, for this table, kind of want to set that first before I do any of the other stuff. I think I am going to pull in the gemstone table. Where's my boom? Where are my booms? Alright. Okay, where are my tapestries? I need to do a new one. It's been a while. I think I'll do a new one after I get this out of the way and set up for my next inkling. And there's just so many fucking steps that need to happen, gosh. Make sure we are behind everything. Okay, right? Why is it doing that? Fuck it. Let's do a centerpiece. So it's like a symmetrical table, but it is centered. Or an asymmetrical table, but it is symmetrically patterned. Wow, that's an interesting idea. Whoa. It's like, let's say you do a circle table that was printed symmetrically or some shit, and then you cut out like an organic shape from that, but kept its center as the center of the image that's printed. One day I'll do that. Right? So I don't forget anything. Like these spots right here, wow, so easy to forget. Or like right here, just asking to be forgotten. Or like right fucking here, just asking to be forgotten. It's probably not even gonna show up, but I'm still gonna fucking get it because no man left behind. Right? Ah, fuck it. No, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Copy. I was thinking about whether I wanted to do something for these streaks on the side of the table. We'll see. Get it, girl. Eat lunch for the both of us. I only had a sandwich, so. Oh, yeah, let's go. And then. Make sure that's. Wait. What was the center again? Fuck. Okay, so this one. Drop down here. Okay, so now I'm gonna hide this really quick. I'm going to take strip. Fuck, I think I had a decent idea. No, I fucked up. Fuck. Fuck, I can't do it anymore. I'm running out of wrist. Ah. Okay. why it won't work like that. Damn it! I gotta do it the old-fashioned way. Fucking good karma leaves the stream, and now I'm like, have a good stream. And just like that, Thomas lost his mind. Oh wow, did I really? We are the creatures of the night. But why is it doing that? I don't want any angle, bruh. Bruh. Hell yeah. Thank you, Gabby. Sometimes I just don't know. See, now this table looks like straight up milli. Like I pulled this design to the surface. Nope, I'm gonna have to make a new one. Because I'm picky. That's just how I live my fucking life. Oh, it's gotta be over top of everything. Please. I don't understand. Am I freezing or what? Dude. Okay, am I okay now? I don't know what the fuck just happened. Why is my computer lagging? I think I need to buy a new fucking computer. Yeah. I think that's just how it's gonna have to be. Oh, I know why it's freezing. I know why it's freezing. It's every time I use those tapestries, it's just fucking a lot. It's just fucking doing a lot. So I'm gonna have to do something after I do this. Oh shit. Why is it doing that? It shouldn't have any angle. There we go. So you'll see when I do something, like what I'm actually cropping out when I do this. Okay, so let's crop. You see all these fucking things showing up, and like this is still here as well. So let us remove those. I wonder if I got a new computer, if I could have both screens and then have my editing stuff on one screen and then like what I want displayed on the other. So I can just more easily organize shit. Alright, now let's pop this up. Let's pop that up. Give it a little space. Make it just a little lighter. It's big, broad strokes going across. Needs to be less opaque, a tad smaller. Dude, what the fuck? Or wait, maybe more opacity and much smaller. 100. Let's set some bowls actually. I'm gonna set some bowls. Let's set some bowls very quick. Let's put some bowls in here. Right here, let's put a little fruit bowl. Oh yeah. Oh, I don't know what just happened there. I'm gonna make the insides of the bowls different. don't think it needs that. I'm doing as much as I can beforehand, before I get to the point where I do a lot of editing, so that when I get to doing editing, it's really more final touches. So I'm going to leave this decision for another time. Oh wait, no, this is the inside. Okay, now let's just give that a little bit more oomph. I'm trying to think if I want to just take a short break. I think I'm just going to put this smoke in and call it an afternoon stream. Difficult to make this choice, gosh. Why is it being so difficult? I'm just trying to give this smoke some faces. Jeez. Alright. It's like, is it the kitchen that's smoking, or is it this character's head? Like, is their brain just going a million miles an hour? I really don't know. Dude, you're steaming. No, man, I'm okay, I swear. But seriously, you're steaming. Oh, bro, come on. Back the fuck up. Oh, wait, wrong thing. Let's drop the opacity a little bit. Okay. Huh? Alright, with his head steaming. Wait, should I do it here too? Probably. Like some of the smoke is rising and not being caught by the hood vent, and then some of it is being caught and streamed in. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna try her out. Try rail. Maybe have a little bit of this orange kind of blur into that pink. Yeah. I think if and when I get a new computer, I'm going to change my desk so that I can sit down. I realized that it's best to do work sitting down with a grounded pelvic floor. Whoa. Drop that opacity, boy. I ain't having that opacity in here. You better fucking drop that opacity. Fucking tired of it. You're being opaque as fuck. You're gonna need to be a little bit more transparent than that, homie. That's what I fucking thought. Get in there. Get in that hood vent. Fucking smoke. Shit's getting me heated. That's why he's fucking pissed. He's like, man, I need another fucking, another set of hands back here. Huh? I'm pissed. Running low on staff. Something's burning. Yeah, but I'm fucking in the middle of wetting tables, dude. I think we are in a better place than we were when we started. Gives me a little more to think about. Remember, we'll be doing things to help push things forward. I'll be doing things to help push things back. But right now we are really just coloring in the base coats and a little bit of editing. But alright, I will be back maybe later if the indica that I have doesn't fucking put me out again. But if not, you will see me tomorrow. Probably around the same time. Because this is when I don't work. And yeah, hopefully I get to stream a little bit. I'll try and stream at least like an hour later today. get a little bit of work done because I need to keep the inertia going, maintain this momentum. Wait, speaking of momentum, can't let this just sit here. I almost fucking forgot. How could you let me forget? God, I'm getting hungry. Now that I've decided it's the end of my stream, I'm just like, food, 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 food. Food. Probably just gonna make some popcorn. Oh, that would have been, this was a hard one to notice. It's kind of hidden in there with the other colors. Damn, son. Damn, son, where'd you find this? Ooh, get out of there, man. What's with this? What is that? Huh? Get out of here. I ain't having it. I ain't having it. Just not having it. This either. Fuck that. What the fuck? Get out of here. Okay, now I think we're in a better place. You'd hear my frustrations getting out. Okay, let's file. Let's save. We're gonna save this as making the rounds matter. Because making the rounds matters. Always come around and see what's up. Oh, I was gonna save it in Twitch stuff. Not gonna happen. Oh wait, I was gonna keep it on desktop for now. Alright, I will see you guys later. Your boy gonna smoke, your boy gonna eat, your boy gonna handle some other biz.